Good morning, good morning, good morning. Kiss up to God. To God be the glory for all the wonderful work that He does. Thank you, God, for another do-over, for another day to get it right. Thank you for being in the land of the living, for life, health, and strength, family, and friends. Thank you, God, for the brand new grace and brand new mercies that you allow. And Lord, if we have the opportunity to say I'm sorry, allow the opportunity because I'm sorry can restore and recover a whole lot of things. Good morning. Happy Saturday. My name is Jennifer Brooks. I am your Southern Belle. Black History. I'm coming on with again. Today I want to talk about retired Sergeant Major Willie and Dr. Leone Lee. And I brought it up because Dr. Leone Lee, along with her sister Phyllis, was arrested during the Riot of 1977. Y'all remember when Roots came out? I got to see firsthand the German shepherds, the police, the white people on one side and the black people on the other side, and they were arrested. And their parents were very, very, I'm afraid, and very sad. And when they had to go and get them out of jail. So today I will be talking about this power couple. That's what I call them. Leone was born in Gaston, North Carolina, at home. At that time, she wasn't born in the hospital. She was born at home. Willie was born in Chicago, Illinois. They met while serving in Germany in the 80s. Leone and Willie got married December 31st, 1987. Willie joined the Army at 17 and with flat feet. Now, you know, back then they wasn't letting you in, but he got through. And he joined, then he said he wanted to get off the dangerous streets of Chicago. Leone went to Virginia State University. After grants were being cut by former President Reagan, she joined the Army. And as I stated, they met in Germany. This power couple have experienced greatness as individuals and as a couple. Leone is a member of the AKA. She's an Eastern Star. She has her doctorate in public policies and administrations with concentration in law. A smart cookie, huh? She also has an LLC company. Retired Sergeant Major Lee retired after 30 years of service. Sergeant Major is the highest ranking non-commissioned office in the Army, and he retired, and that's a blessing. He met people such as Colonel Colin Powell, late President Barack Obama, and late President Bill Clinton, and others. He has pictures. I wish I did know how to download pictures of some of the things that this couple has done. They travel around the world. They volunteer a lot. Retired Sergeant Major Lee is also a postmaster of the Masons. He's an Alpha Phi Alpha facility. He also plays the percussions. He's a deacon and a teacher of Sunday school. Dr. Leone Lee sings in the choir. She's a member of the senior choir. And they both are members of the American Legions. And they are on the missionary ministry. This power couple, they're great. They still take care of their parents. They still try to take care of their family, and they have gone through a lot of stuff. They have, gone through things throughout their marriage, throughout their life, of course, like all couples, like all people do. But they have maintained a very strong bond with their community, a very strong bond with their church, a very strong bond with their family. And they're actually the bank of their family. That's why I call them all the time, the bank of their family. Because if you borrow from them, Dr. Lee will write you out of contract. She'll ask you, okay, I will loan you this money. When you going to pay back? And she writes down the date. You have to sign. But that's how you keep good business going. That's why she's the LLC of a company, because she knows how to do that. They are always making sure that they are, like out in the forefront. They don't mind getting their hands dirty. They don't mind doing the things that they have to do to help with their community, to help their people. They have 2 children. Crystal and Gregory, and they have 8 grandchildren, and they are just that's what I call them. I call them a power couple, because if you see one, you see the other, and the things that they do together, and they make sure that they do the things that they have to do. And the reason why I can talk so greatly and so positive and about them and boast about them, because Dr. Lee is my sister, and and Sergeant Major, retired Sergeant Major Willie is my brother-in-law. Oh yeah, and Dr. Lee also wrote a book. I'm sorry, she also wrote a book, the Prison Rape um, Intimidation Act. She said of the prison system, because she was the CEO in a prison system, which she retired from also. But they spend their days now, like I say, traveling the world. They have visited such places that, I mean, they've gone all the way up where they went back to Germany to see. They have gone to Russia. I mean, they have been to Paris. They have been like cruising like all over the world. They're always going, and they're very busy in their life. And that's what you want to do. You want to be able to retire and enjoy the fruits of your labor, and enjoy your family, and enjoy being together as a couple. And a lot of us can't do that. And a lot of us probably won't be able to do that. And as I say, they're very political. They are out there hitting the pavement when it's time for voting. They are trying to get people registered. They're trying to make sure that it's known. If you was to go on their page, you would see all the things that they are putting to the forefront. They don't want anybody not to know. Knowledge is power, and they are very sincere about that. They drill it into their children, they drill it into their family, and they're just great people to talk to when you call. And like I say, I can't say enough about them. Yesterday, I did come on with my oldest sister, Phyllis, when I did the short when she was singing. And as I say, Phyllis was one of the first to be integrated into schools. And I remember as a child how frightened my parents was that my sister would be bused to school, because they walked to a little schoolhouse in the area, but they were to be bused to schools. And people wanted to tell you to forget. People want to say y'all need to forget that, but it wasn't that long ago. I'm talking about my sister, that was integrated into school. I'm talking about seeing the German shepherds, seeing the police, seeing the white people on one side, the things that you see in history books. We lived. We were brought up in North Carolina. We were brought up. Our parents did the best they could. Our father was a sharecropper. Our mother was a stay-at-home mom until my youngest sister went to school. And then she worked in the house, cleaning the white people house. So we lived those things that have just been talked about. We understand, we know, we have dealt with some of those things. That's why we are so passionate about things that are going on now. Sometimes our kids don't want to hear it. They're like, oh, well, here we go again. But we talk like that because we know. We talk like that because we saw. We talk like that because of the way we were treated. It wasn't that long ago. I don't want you to forget. I don't want you to sit back and think everything's all right. And as I said it, close your eyes, turn your head, because you think things are going to get better. We know. And we as a people know how to survive also, because if our ancestors, if God sheltered us and made sure our ancestors came through, he's going to do the same thing for us as a people. We are chosen, and don't forget that. But today, I just wanted to shout out. Yesterday, I shouted out my older sister, Phyllis, being integrated into the schools. That's Black history. And today, I'm shouting out my other sister and her husband. That's still Black history, because he was able to get into the military underage with flat feet. And Sister Lee was arrested along with her sister with the Root Riot. Y'all know when Roots came out. So these are also history, and it's in lifting up people. I don't have to just lift up people from the past. I can lift up people that I know that's right now. Okay, so if you guys think anybody needs to hear this, please share. I would appreciate it to know that we also are Black history. Thank you so much for joining me today. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for coming on. Thank you for liking. If you have any comments or if you have anything that you want to say, good morning, Kara. If you have anything that you want to say, or even if you've dealt with certain things, or if you have members that dealt with certain things, leave a comment. I would really appreciate it. Thank you so much for joining me today. My name is Jennifer Brooks. I am a Southern Belle and proud of it. And I am on the right road now. Come on, guys, on the road with me. Thank you so much for joining me today. Y'all have a blessed day. Now you're here. God bless.